welcome back. Do you go on a lot of websites? What's your favorite? Well, be careful, because today we're talking about websites that killed people, and some of these websites can be demonic. Or maybe it's just a myth. So if you love watching YouTube, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn the bell on. Trust me, I'll protect you. Quick survey, guys. Do you think TikTok is better or YouTube? Personally, I like YouTube the most because TikTok has way too much rage bait, and I believe rage bait is bad for your soul. So YouTube's a good website, but there's this old website called Newgrounds that had such horrible stuff on it that some people had to wash their eyes with soap after witnessing it. This is known as the torture game incident. Let's see how horrifying this website was.
A popular video game your children may have come across. It is free, it is online, and it allows kids to torture. We have to warn you, these images are pretty disturbing.
The Torture Game is a flash game that was released in 2008 on the Newgrounds website. Its sequel, The Torture Game 2, was released in May of that same year. Both games were designed by Seaman and are part of the body game genre, which typically involves the player harming or killing a character in various ways.
Now, why would anyone want to play this? Yikes, this ain't for me.
The Torture Game 2 allows players to torture an androgynous character using a variety of tools, including a rope, razor, guns, a chainsaw, spike, and paint. It is also possible to customize the character's face using a picture from the internet.
No way, that's just psychotic. Imagine if someone used your face on this dummy to play this game. Guys, I would call the cops on them. It's actually worse than what he showed you. It's so bad, I can't unblur this picture. Or else you're gonna throw up and I would never want you to feel sick. The torture game is still online and active and hasn't been taken down. I guess it doesn't break any rules, so it'll stay running forever, but you should avoid it to stay safe. But that's not all, folks. If you're Gen Z, you might recognize this, but I think most of my audience is Gen Alpha, right? Pick one. Anyway, this creepy website game is also from Newgrounds, and it's called Pico School. This is probably the worst school in history.
Disturbing old flash games. Who remembers Pico School? Bro's shoes is crazy. This game was so epic. Yes, sir. Bro is not how you card from Castlevania.
Oh boy, enough of that. I already have a lot of school nightmares, don't want to think about this during class. I'm surprised the game is still allowed online considering how violent it is. Like, it might actually be better to watch Cocomelon. Have you ever played Roblox before? I'm just kidding. Of course you have. Well, Roblox has a bunch of hackers that try to steal your information, and they can do this by creating fake websites or plugins. This is called the Roblox plugin incident. At least that's what I call it. I don't use any since I don't break TOS, but Creekcraft found out some dangerous plugins that you might have right now. Let's take a look.
Warning to Roblox players. So currently there's a bunch of Roblox plugins that are using malicious code to hack your accounts. If you have any plugins installed and you see a pop-up that says update your birth date, well, that means you're cooked. The good news is, according to the code, it looks like they're only targeting rich Roblox players.
That means we're all safe because we're broke. Yay, we're broke. Well, actually, I have quite a bit of Robux dearies. Take a look. Jealous yet? We'll talk more about Roblox in the next video, so let's talk about you. Yes, you. Have you ever Googled yourself before? I have, but nothing comes up, so I guess I'm not that popular, but this one girl Googled herself and found out information about her that didn't even happen yet. It's so terrifying. It's as if she was reading her future. Let's listen to this horrific story known as the Anora Petrova incident.
There's this myth that says you should never Google yourself, and this is why. Before an important ice skating competition, a girl named Anora Petrova decided to Google herself out of curiosity to see what other people see when they look her up. When she did so, she discovered a Wikipedia page dedicated to her and her successful career as an ice skater. And to her surprise, the page indicated that she would win the competition the following day. The next day came and went, and she did in fact win the ice skating competition, and the Wikipedia page just continued to prove her success time and time again. But with the new competition just months away, she decided to try something new. She tried editing the Wikipedia page herself to see if she could control the outcome.
Okay, That's insane. Imagine if you could change your future by writing it down. What's the first thing you'd do? I'd write down, develops the ability to eat whatever she wants without getting fat, and then I'd eat all the cookies in the world. I'm gonna take your cookies too.
And that's when her nightmare began. Not only was she blocked from editing the page, but this time it was modified to say some pretty nasty things about her. Months later, she checked the page again, and this time it was updated with this horrible prediction that both of her parents would die in a terrible accident. And sure enough, days later, she's notified that her parents are dead. She then suffers an emotional breakdown that she's hospitalized for. After this, and while trying to get her life back on track, she decides to check the page one last time. On it, a death date was listed next to her name. And just like all of the others, this prediction was proven correct when Anora's lifeless body was discovered in her apartment.
What in the world? Well, as cool as it would be to edit your future, I guess if anyone can edit, they could kinda ruin your life. I'm glad this isn't a true story and is just a creepypasta from 2014. Let me guess how old you were back in 2014. Probably 0, right? Did I get it right? You're pretty popular, right? I bet you get a lot of notifications and people blowing up your socials all the time. I mean, just look at you. Who wouldn't want to be your best friend? You gotta be careful though, because there's a dangerous notification that can seriously hurt you. It's called
The Red Room Incident.
Let's watch this to stay safe from this notification.
This is a notification that you never want to receive at night. It reads, "Do you like the Red Room?" This is the legend of the Red Room curse, one of Japan's earliest internet horror stories. And it gets very spooky. Imagine you're browsing the internet late at night, all alone. The house is quiet, and suddenly a small flash animation pops up on your screen. No ads, no warnings, just a blood-red background and a single question. Do you like the Red Room? You try to close it, but it keeps reappearing again and again until the cursor no longer belongs to you.
That is basically a virus, buddy. Turn on your virus killer on your device before it's too late.
That's exactly what happens when you receive the Red Room curse. According to the myth, once this flash animation appears, you are already marked. Victims report hearing a soft whisper behind them, the same voice asking the same question. And apparently those who accept the curse are later found dead, their walls painted with the names of previous victims written in blood. But here's where it gets creepy, because the same legend got a second life in the early 2000s, when a notorious crime briefly linked back to it, catapulting it into infamy once again. Not because the curse is real, but because the killer had allegedly bookmarked the Red Room animation in her browser, and suddenly the internet had a villain.
Wait a minute, I know what that is. It's Tomino's Hell, a Japanese creepy pasta. Oh, okay, now I get it.
And a curse to blame. This connection spread the legend across forums, school rumors, and horror websites. Kids whispered about being invited to the Red Room. Some claimed that if you click the pop-up, your screen would turn crimson, and a voice would whisper your name from the back of your ear.
Back of your ear? Ooh, that sounds so uncomfortable. Imagine if someone breathes behind your ear. Yucky.
Ugh, imagine hearing that in the middle of the night. Others said the pop-up didn't come from a website, but from the curse itself. But here's the twist. Technically, the Red Room is just a flash animation. It can't control your mouse and it can't take over your screen, and it certainly can't kill you. So why does the legend survive? Because the Red Room isn't about ghosts. We're talking about the early 2000s, a chaotic and mysterious era of slow computers, clunky dial-up internet, and the first taste of a truly connected digital world. Perhaps it simply survived because of the fear of the unknown creeping through our own computer, the one thing so personal that you trust to be safe.
Oddly enough, this myth also has a Roblox game that I've played before in my older videos. Make sure to watch my older vids to find it. Did you know you might be being watched right now?
I'm always watching you.
There's a scary website that secretly stalks and records people, innocent people like you and me. Well, mostly you, because I'm not so innocent. I once ate a cake from someone else's birthday party that I wasn't even invited to. Yes, I know I'm bad. Sorry, guys. This scary website is called Instacam. We gotta watch this so we can make sure no creepy guy from Roblox is watching us. I'm talking to you, David.
Instacam is a website that hosts the live feed from thousands of security cameras across the globe. They claim to be the largest collection of online surveillance cameras in the world, picking up feeds from traffic, office, street, and any other type of security camera out there. But this website goes from somewhat interesting to disturbing once you realize that the site itself doesn't actually own any of the cameras it displays feeds from. They simply gather the live feeds from cameras across the world that don't have passwords. The site claims that if a private feed is accidentally uploaded, that you can just contact the website and they'll remove it. But in reality, most of the owners of these cameras likely don't even know that their feeds are being broadcast online. So unless they change their password, the feed will still remain online for all to see. The website itself has stayed up so long because it's not illegal to host publicly accessible cameras. But for anyone watching out there, make sure you have a password set on your private security cameras and be careful. You never know who's watching.
We all know who's watching. Nah, but for realsies, dearies, having cameras in your house can feel so uncomfortable. My friend has cameras inside his house all over the place because his parents are really paranoid, but you basically have zero privacy. And if one camera gets hacked, well, now the whole world will see you changing in your Freddy Fazbear underwear. For our final creepy website, we'll take a look at websites created by Satan himself, allegedly. Before we begin, make sure you got a cross nearby just in case you get attacked. Kidding. Anyway, let's see what creepy website Satan made.
These are the scariest websites on the internet. First up, we have Joy of Satan. This website is meant to guide you as to how to summon demons. Now, when I was looking this website up, something very weird happened. The first few times I tried to access the website, I just got this white screen that said all of this, but eventually the website did allow me to visit it. I'm not quite sure why it didn't at first, though.
Alright, are we ready for the summoning, guys? I'm just joking. The only thing I want to summon right now is a pizza.
Next up, we have planecrashinfo.com. Specifically the last words section of this website. On it, you can listen to the last words of people on flights that crash.
That's disrespectful, and we are not going to watch this part.
Next, we have brainjar.com, where you can use an actual Ouija board online. Now, people have reported that creepy stuff started happening around their house after using this Ouija board. You might want to be very careful with visiting this one.
I don't believe in ghosts, so I'll be fine. Do you believe in ghosts?
And to end this off, we have one that was so creepy that it's been taken down, called ShaySt.John.net. Now, even though this has been taken down, the full website is still available to view on an archive, but be warned, it's filled to the brim with creepy GIFs and videos. And if you visit this website late at night or while you're alone, you're probably not going to have a good time at all.
He's talking about Shay who looks like this. Don't worry though, Shay's not a scary creature. Like, actually, they're more scared of you than you are of them. But hey, that's all for today. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below, and I'll catch you next time. Toodles.